essentially my... go ahead, Simon.
I've been trying to take levels in Paladin, but they don't get Divine Health until level 3.
That's fair. But yes, for our group, even though that's... obviously the ideal situation is that if you have the entire group during session 0, but I played with Derp previously. Sadly, sometimes I guess real life stuff happens and he's not able to attend. So I'm making a call that I'm gonna give him a few more minutes, but we're gonna get into the meat of things today. I think I played with him long enough that I know that whatever we come up here, he will be fine with it. And even if not, then I'm pretty sure it will be like minuscule things, something that we can easily adjust.
Okay. So, Ria wants to be a dragon, and Donut wants to be a dragon. Trust.
Stop.
Alright, help me everyone. We need to peer pressure Donut into being a dragon.
I mean,
it is for his own good, trust.
After I saw that first character made, I was like, are they gonna go for full dragon party?
That would be hilarious.
I'm admittedly a little bit curious how you're going about this, because I know from my experience of Frost Drakes that they are exceptionally terrifying.
I mean,
the thing is, you probably notice you do not get exactly all the things that the monsters have. So, for example, neither Frost Drake nor Frost Troll get the breath weapon.
Yeah, I'm more referring to the fact that they're also large in size.
I mean, yeah. I mean, all 3 ancestries are large in size. I was like, yeah, I just want to try this campaign concept, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not making these ancestries like balanced compared to the other stuff.
That's fair.
Basically,
where the hell do I add focus spells, by the way?
So you go to the spellcasting tab, you go to add spellcasting entry, spellcasting type, focus, proficiency would be your spellcasting in this case, and then you choose the tradition and the attribute that is tied to, which is charisma for sorcerer, and whatever bloodline you've chosen, which would be whatever spell list it gives you.
Okay. I'm not actually sure how focus stuff works, so...
I have a feeling this is going to be a learning experience for a few people.
Yeah. From what I saw, it's like this point that I have that I can use, and that I can spend 10 minutes in game to get it back.
Yeah, exactly. And focus on auto scale to half your level, basically. So if you're level 5, you have level 2 focus spells and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So it's not really high. But yeah. So what are you playing, Rio?
I am a Frost Drake sorcerer, and I've picked up Barbarian Dedication, so I have Rage.
Interesting, alright.
And a lot of my... I looked, and it's actually hilarious, because while you're raging, you can't do actions that have concentration. And there's a lot of spells that don't have concentration.
Yeah, it sounds fucking great. I was thinking about playing a swashbuckling troll. Which I feel would be fucking hilarious.
I mean, yeah, it would also play into like love reasoning of this campaign that hey, the newborn, or rather the reborn species doesn't have to follow in the footsteps of their like savage barbarian past.
I mean, I considered making a snow goblin artificer that just made junk contraptions.
Just junk and garbage. It somehow works.
Be a 40k orc.
Yes.
How's this work? I don't know.
You go into battle with it every day, trusting your life to it, and you have no idea how this works?
Oh, this should work, I think. Yep. Okay. Level 5 is going to be a good time.
But yes, sadly I wasn't able to convince Donut to be a dragon in time. It would have been glorious.
See, at first, I wasn't super convinced on the heightened spells. And then I saw invisibility and realized that it's just like the higher level spells for a lot of them. Like the heightened spells, how you have to like learn the new spells, at least for sorcerer.
Yeah.
Like say for invisibility, I'd have to learn it at both 2nd and 4th level.
How do you?
But like the 4th level is just greater invisibility.
Yep.
Like, how do you go about putting? I can't remember how you put images in Foundry.
I just uploaded it. When I put it in, I went to the 4th option, and there was an upload button.
Helungander.
Where was that? Sorry, because I know that you have. I know that on the.
So on the like main page of character sheet.
Yeah.
Click the little white face.
Yeah, I've got that.
And it opens a menu.
Yeah.
And you have your 4 like source options.
I've got
The
user data,
Bazaar.
coordinate, the bazaar, and forge assets.
Go to the last one.
Oh, what, the forge assets?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
And there's an upload button.
Aha, thank you. Okay, let's go. Let's have a look at some of the token borders that I can go with.
The reason I couldn't tell you exactly is because of how I learned how to do it. I just click buttons until I find what I need.
The classic, the legend.
That's definitely there.
Oh,
Hey, it's how I learned to play Paradox games.
Therapist Online.
I'm also guilty.
I mean, fair point. That's completely fucking fair point for Paradox games.
Okay, so those
I mean,
are
you think Helligander sounds like a creative name, but it really, really isn't.
Where did you get it from?
I was like half tempted to look it up as a translation. I was like, no, I'm not gonna disappoint myself.
I'm not gonna disappoint.
I did use the
JK.
name generator, but it tells you the translation of the one I used, and it means frost serpent.
Frost serpent.
Yep.
I don't even have a name yet.
So,
Oh my god, your character is just gonna be like, my name is Helungander. In my language, it's Frost Serpent. And we are just gonna look at you and like just shake our head in disappointment.
oh my god, I
My
reminded.
name is Human.
You are literally.
Yes, yes, you are.
You are literally Moon Moon. You are literally Moon Moon.
Yeah.
No, not your new character name is Human.
I'm Human. Yeah.
Yes. No,
Okay.
do it in Swedish. My name is Människa. What does that mean? Human.
Okay, let's upload this. Okay. Fun time. Pathfinder 2E, blank what connects his name, so I don't have a name for it yet. This should work, I think. There we go.
On
It's
one
gonna work.
hand, I'm glad they are updating the Pathfinder module quite often. On the other hand, system integration after every update runs for so long that I see they have an update. I'm like, nope, I'm not updating because it will take fucking forever.
I'm not dealing with this shit.
It took me forever to load up for the first time.
Yeah, I basically in not improved. Fucking hell, not inverted. Shit, I'm lacking the word. Imported? Yes, that's the word. Imported a lot of data from the modules, so in the items section you can see
It's
it.
taking so long to load. I was like, man, if it does this every single time, I'm probably not going to be able to play. Because it took like an hour for it to load the first
Oh
time.
wow. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it loads up in like a minute, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Took me like
Okay,
5
so-
minutes maybe, but like yeah, that's not. Oh, okay, yeah, an hour is a bit much.
So much shit.
Let us believe that it will behave from now on.
Yes. That is the hope.
Okay, kineticist. How many
Unless
skills
I
do
delete all my cookies or something.
Oh yeah, actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe Donut's right. We should go 4 dragon kineticists and have all the elements dragons.
Gonna go for that. I've got 2 more skills.
Also, you bet your ass to get myself a breath weapon.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
There's the
Yeah,
barbarian art.
I saw the kobold thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a barbarian feat that lets you get a breath weapon once per rage.
Yep. I took the kobold feat for it, so I have a breath weapon once every 1d4 rounds.
Holy shit, kobold breath weapon.
There is another feat you can take later that you can only use it. If you use it, you can't use your breath weapon for an hour again, but it does d8s instead of d4s.
That's pretty good.
And there's another one that it makes it do persistent damage.
There's so many buttons here. Jesus fuck. This foundry is looking a lot fucking more different than the one I'm used to. Let me try it. So I use that. So.
Are there different foundries? This is my first time trying it.
I mean,
yeah.
guess it depends on like who uses what settings.
Yeah, I would assume so. So then if I... Jesus fuck, okay, if I do this now, this should hopefully...
I mean, it still looks like it's quite... Okay, maybe not like automated. As in, like, you can just grab things from the rules and then, like, the system fills out in, like, for example, the character sheet.
Is it?
Let's see.
Okay, this... Okay, so I've got that set up, okay. So then if I do...
I'll have to save it for my first, I'll say normal Pathfinder 2e game, because playing as a dragon is very much not a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
No, it's
But
not.
the first Pathfinder 2e character I wanted to make was a cleric of Nethys that like was incredibly pissed off at the change of magics on how the magic changed and had to like relearn how to do everything.
I just learned fucking fireball and I have to do it all again.
It's like, god damn it, one person casts Wish, and now everything's broken again. Because it seems incredibly appropriate that if anyone knows how the game mechanics in the universe, it's the clerics of Nethys.
Everyone's like, what do you mean? It's always been like it. No, it fucking hasn't. Trust me on this one.
Okay, well,
Especially better when I play as like an elf or something that's long-lived anyways.
okay, well, it seems to work, I think, for the most part, so that's good. So I'm just going to delete
Just like
these.
I want to play an elf wizard that's old enough to be older than the Gap in Starfinder. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? There's no 9th level casting, and you have technomancers. Where the fuck are the sorcerers and wizards? What do you mean you don't know what a spellbook is?
We'll see how this will go, because as I mentioned the very first time, this very well might turn out to be a similar mistake I did running Gestalt Pathfinder for the first campaign ever.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Just imagine, like, there's a reason the elves became very insular in Starfinder.
Which, may
Like-
I remind you, I was the sole survivor of that group.
Somehow.
And yes,
Mm.
imagine if, like, you're waking up and you're like a couple weeks from like graduating your elven equivalent of high school or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
And then you wake up one day and you're like the king, and you're like in charge of the entire planet, and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
The fuck?
Because like, for a lot of people, like humans, they just like woke up halfway through their lives.
Mm-hmm.
and had no idea what the fuck was going on. But no, elves had memory before the gap, and then woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so that's also how I can do that. Okay.
Yeah,
Shit, that's a
I'm
big down.
sure. Essentially, like I found like 2 or 3 modules, additional modules that, for example, we'll see how that's gonna work in action. But they should work in a way that, for example, if you are flanking, it will automatically show that and apply relevant bonuses.
Hell yeah. Hope for that. It's always nice with automation.
Yeah, one of the first things I like look at Reddit and I was like, okay, what Pathfinder 2 specific modules they are recommending? And yeah, there were a few that I was like, yeah, okay, let's give them a try.
Okay, skill feats. I need skill feats now. Fuck. Okay, what do I want to do for those?
It was fun finding an ancestry feat on Nethys because you can't just search them all and have a big list of ancestry feats.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Oh, I need athletic feats. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's that. Okay, what do I want? I've got Catfall, which is going to be good for not taking falling damage when I'm going to be
Yeah,
blasted.
so I'm still kind of torn between playing the Swashbuckler or playing a Cleric. Because there's a level 2 spell called Fiery Armament. Which means there's 2 actions I can summon a Flaming Greatsword. And that is very cool.
You need to get some NPC clerics to follow you around just with that spell specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Hello there.
Hello, Derp. Hello, Derp Street Zero. I have no idea if that's what you want to be called, but that's what you are now.
I'm fine with mostly whatever.
Hell, until you get sick of it, you are now Derp Street Zero.
Acrobatics doesn't really have anything to do
I've
here.
been in Derp Street for years.
For years, man.
Did he
Let's see.
Yeah, maybe that actually.
The question is if I steal Troll from Legend of Runeterra. I'm trying to think of an image for the troll.
I also must say, like, compared to 5th edition, considering how much stuff Pathfinder 2nd edition has in its module, like, in terms of information available, amount of monsters you can gather, like, TF2E has much more.
What's it? So level 3 is.
I have made my own Blood Rager.
It's good to use. Okay.
Right, I wasn't exactly sure, I would have to look it up, but probably Trusted User also gives you an option to make your own items. I'm not 100% sure.
I saw options for crafting spells and felt like I didn't want to learn that yet.
Yeah. Respectable.
Understandable.
It's like, that looks like some shit I don't want to deal with.
Knock this shit out.
I'm gonna go for, I think that.
Does casting spells next to people provoke in Pathfinder 2nd edition?
Yes and no.
In 2nd edition, like, attacks of
Perfectly helpful.
opportunity are a little bit weird. Like,
It's so. Yeah, attacks of opportunity in Pathfinder 2 are not common.
yes.
Okay.
Not every creature has the ability to make an attack of opportunity. You will generally know that a creature has the ability to attack of opportunity because they'll either be an aberration, because aberrations are fucking weird, or 2, they will look legitimately like a fighter.
So if we see an enemy with a picture from Donut's previous character, we know it has attack of opportunity.
Off.
So just make sure you use shield first. Got it.
Yeah. The biggest issue is that if they crit they can disrupt your spell casting,
Ooh.
which means you waste the actions associated with casting that spell.
Fair enough.
And yeah, I'm playing with the rule I set it up in Pathfinder that critting just doubles damage.
I mean, I think that's the rules as is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like default. The module gives you an option to, like, for example, double the damage, double the die value, the amount of dice you roll. But I'm like,
I think that's way more like a feels bad moment, just because
Donut just wants big number.
I do want big number, yes.
What I find hilarious is that since we have weakness fire, I grabbed eat fire
Uh-huh.
because it gives me resistance 5 to fire damage.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just think about how weakness works.
I mean, the weakness 10 fire damage means if you get hit for 1 damage, you take 11. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. Just
So
be sure.
if somebody shoots Scorching Ray, it's time to make a new party. Mm-hmm.
Basically,
That's why I grabbed eat fire, is because then I can reduce it by 5 again.
Mm-hmm.
I've not gone down any of that route because I don't particularly want to be blown up by the first fireball thrown our way.
Coward Donut, you know you really want to play a dragon. Mm-hmm.
I noticed a lot of the spells have different names.
yes, that is something that I saw it in changelog. That is something they recently changed in one of the recent updates, that they change a lot of names for spells.
There is a good reason for that, and it's because Paizo no longer use the OGL.
Yep, the whole...
Because
I can't call it mage armor or true strikes kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah, like Bark Skin is now oak skin resilience or something, or oaken resilience, because a certain Wizards of the Coast tried to get really, really greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole shebang
Yeah.
of that.
I'm going to do something that I don't know if it's ever going to come up, but I'm going to grab the Underwater Marauder feat, just in case we happen to ever fight underwater.
I mean, considering the pitch I gave for the campaign, now that you've taken it, I kind of have to like work towards ensuring that it will be usable.
I feel like we're in the frozen lands. I feel like water's going to come up quite a bit.
I'll just freeze it.
Yep.
What the hell?
The waves crash
I mean,
beneath you.
I mean, to be fair, that is also my plan as well. If we come across like a lake, I'm just going to walk across it.
My character's like, yes, the frozen sea. I have a plan for this. Pulls out a boat, turns around, and the sea is just frozen. Mm.
Yeah.
How do I make a character? I've never played this game in my life.
Okay.
Character creation is thankfully quite. It's simpler than 1E, I think, for sure.
Okay.
You start by choosing your ancestry.
And actually, what you can do is essentially, because even the sheet gives you like a plus and it shows the list. Sadly, the list that pops up doesn't have the custom made ones. You need to go into items and then like go for the full list. Or rather, I will ask a different question. Are you planning on going for like one of the frost ones? So either Frost Drake.
Yeah, I'm going Frost Giant.
Frost Giant. Okay.
All right, we've got all 3 frost races. Let's
so
go.
I'm gonna. So I can just like that. Just pull Frost Giant into Ancestry. And then like similar thing for Heritage, which church items, Frost Giant.
I feel like this is such a fucking waste of a feat. You know what? I'm gonna fuck around a little bit.
Oh, what do you got?
I grabbed this so I can fight underwater.
But why?
Because we're in the frozen lands. I feel like there's gonna be water. Okay.
The water. Look, you're not gonna get it while fighting under snow, buddy.
And then
I've also chosen this.
For background and class, just click plus. It will show you the list. Essentially, no custom backgrounds or classes. You just pick something from the list that
Uh,
catches your fancy, and you should be able to, like, if you click on one thing, it should give you like a description, so you can like see which will seem fine to you. I think like there's, even from vanilla stuff, there's quite a solid list to look from.
Yeah.
The reason that is relevant, Julius, is because of this.
Back alley doctor.
What's 25 times 9?
50 plus 45, 225.
So essentially, like, don't bother trying to suffocate Donut's character underwater. Got it.
He can hold his breath because he's got a con of +4.
Almost 40 minutes of just chilling underwater.
Yeah, look, so my character's got a con of +4 because I'm a kineticist, okay? So 5 plus con is usually 9 rounds, which is fair enough. The fact that breath control times that by 25 is, I think, a little bit weird. But yeah, so that's 225 rounds, and each round is what, 6 seconds. Each round is like 6 seconds. Yeah, it's what Ryder's put in there.
I'm just chilling over here with my +4 charisma.
Hell yeah. Charisma Dragon.
Huh.
Is it 37.5 or is it 200? I thought it was have I done my maths right here?
225 rounds, 6 second rounds gets you 37.5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, Barbarian. The rage is actually pretty cool in this system. You can just use it as much as you want.
Yeah, breath control's a good one.
I'm happy for that because yeah, in 1E it was like, or rather even in 5E I think it's like, yeah, you need to decide where you want to use it, because after you stop you just like, oh, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Unless you are high enough level.
Unless you're cheesing it, I suppose.
So there is a question that I do have, and it's a fairly it's in regards to the starting currency, which seems a little bit low at level 4.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes, you are basically rebuilding civilization.
we
Like
are
you don't have riches like out there.
Yeah, I was about to say, it seems low even by level 4 standards. That's why I was asking, because
I mean, yeah, I think that's the idea. I mean, Pathfinder 2nd edition, right, has the whole, like, you want to buy magic items all the time.
yeah, it's like the big issue is like finding runes is fine, I think, because, you know, they could just be attached onto weapons. The kineticist is a little bit weird because it's got a gate attenuator, which is just, I don't suppose that common.
I mean,
But yeah, that's why I was just questioning that, because
obviously
yeah,
there
like,
will be opportunities for loot, gold, doing mercenary work, whatever, but I've determined that, although I'm willing to listen to counter arguments, but my thought behind it was that you are kinda like the Frost tribe is starting from the scratch. Like, whatever resources the Wanderers gave you, most of that was used to, like, basically lay down a foundation.
yeah,
And
Nice.
like
Yeah, no, that sounds good
that
to me.
money, like, for you, obviously from player perspective it's little, but in universe perspective, what you have is like you are probably one of the richer members of the tribe.
yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be a bit- So, in other words, we'll be a bit weaker in early combat until we get those rooms, but I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I was just asking just because of the fact that it did seem like a sort of big drop.
Let me give a counter argument to that. Standard ancestries have like maximum 10 HP. I looked through almost all of them. The ones I made for you, they have like 35 to 50.
We are tanky.
Yeah, I didn't go one of those, so
That's
Well,
your fault.
Yeah, you should have gone the dragon donut. See, this is what you get.
it's fine. Yeah, I think that may be. I have no idea what the custom ancestries entails, so I'm just purely
As I
looking.
can tell, we just gain bunch of HP, resistance to cold, and weakness to fire, and then everything else is normal.
You know, I'm just looking at this from my what I assume to be measly now 56 HP.
Yeah, plus with Heritage you are getting, well, the stuff that some of the creatures get, like Ice Stride, Ice Walk, depending on the Heritage.
Well, I've just gone for Winter Touch Human. With the idea that he's basically just got a fucking elemental in his bloodline somewhere.
Yeah, I am fine with that as well. However, well, sorry, I'm not changing the
Yeah, no, I don't expect that.
the amount of gold. There will be opportunities, like,
yeah,
we'll see how things will go. And I know we are like jumping from thing to thing regarding the characters, but to give like a proper spin to session 0 thing, normally I do checklist, but we kind of know one another. Like, we don't have to go through all of that stuff, but as in like PvP, no PvP, no stealing from the fellow party members.
I mean, all I have to say to that is one of your party members is a dragon. You probably don't want to steal from the party.
probably not.
Yep.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Is it Leather Lamana?
Although I do need
White Drake.
character.
Cross Drakes. Like, I just find it hilarious that White Dragon Bloodline, White Dragon Instinct, Frost Breath from Kobolds.
Is that a way to distinguish what type of armor I want? Armor filters light armor, that's it.
Do actually have like in-universe explanation why, because out of character I was like, fuck it, I'm not making 30 custom ancestry feats. But in universe, I do have like idea why, like, for example, hey, you are like Frost Drake, why you get like ancestry feat of like Kobold? I do have an explanation for that.
Oh, I just changed it to Drake Breath instead of Kobold Breath.
As you should.
Oh, fine as well.
Okay, I need to decide what armor I want to start out with. That's the biggest one.
I just figured, like, pick a fitting feat and then just reflavor it to fit the dragon.
Yeah, that's perfectly valid, alright, and
I was gonna grab the Catfolk ancestry that gives me a claw attack. That's kind of my idea, so I can claw people. Since otherwise I'm gonna have to punch them for 1d4,
Would you go Troll?
Yep. Yes, I feel like having a claw attack on a troll makes sense.
Okay,
I sadly need to use my focus spell to get a claw attack.
Rip you.
So we'll deduct that off of that. That's 5 GP gone.
I considered going Troll for a while because I looked at that regeneration and I was like, that looks nice.
Okay, requires. Okay, that's fine. My plan is just to be really obnoxious in
when
combat.
do you see that regeneration?
On their heritage, I think it was.
Ancestries. Heritage.
yes, heritage. Although I think this is one of the things that I was not able to figure out how to do not really a macro, but like line of code inside, like to code in the rule. Because I figured out how to do weaknesses and immunities, but the regeneration I think I managed to code it because that one was of the simple ones. So I think if you put heritage, if you put the Frost or heritage, just grab it in, it should pop in.
I don't know if I want to be a Fire Warden, a Mammoth Herder, or a Return.
Where are the custom heritage, just quickly?
They're
Oh,
the same
no.
place as the custom races. I just ended up typing in Frost, and they all came up in the search.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see them. Yeah, Frost Drake, Frost Giant, Frost Troll. Okay.
You okay if I don't take the Frost Troll Heritage, considering I think Regeneration 15 is a bit silly? Mm. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You could just keep burning yourself.
Yeah, that sounds very totally in character. Mm.
the
But you
thing
know,
is, I
Regeneration 15.
think
Yeah.
I was not able to program some of the things in the ancestry, so I had to put them into heritage. Like I think, although maybe you should. Hold on.
I mean, I like
Frost.
maybe it's here or not. The reason I don't want it is, as I said, just because I think it's a bit silly, and yeah. Mm. Mm.
I guess you could just not do it.
Yeah, that's the idea, to not grab it. Mm.
Mm,
But you know,
For everything else,
he-
just not do the regeneration.
yeah, it could work too.
if I mean, okay, yeah, essentially, like I was. If you want to like adjust things a little bit, then go for it, because again, it's supposed to be like focus on the characters and
Yeah. All it really changes is it gives me a claw attack, which is a finesse weapon, which means I can use it with my my abilities.
I think I'm still just going to go the human because, at least from what I've read of Kineticist, it's going to get obnoxious enough as is later on. So I don't feel like adding to that.
What was careful? Was he ancestry careful? Then you put the second, yeah.
And I think, yeah, I definitely can. Unless you want to like throw your own fluff idea, I also have like can come up with explanation idea. I already have it, like why this Frost Troll has weird heritage.
No. I mean, I can definitely be like born as, you know, a freak thrust troll who doesn't have regeneration if you want that. Or just fluff it away so we don't have to worry about me healing half my HP every round, essentially.
I'm fine with all of those options, essentially. What works for you the best? But I think we don't have to go through the entire checklist, but I think from my end there are like 3 main things I would like to discuss. One is mostly standard that I would prefer not to have like direct combat PvP. As in, you are weird. Even though I basically copy pasted the vanilla descriptions of the creatures, it is fully like not assumed, but what's the word I'm looking for? As the campaign page said, you don't have to be saints. You don't have to be like, oh, like, you know, posh, proper members of society. Sorry, I cannot speak English. There can still be some savagery and
Brutality.
like bad stuff from the past, but you are not fools. And for whatever reason, especially since I'm up for Donut being a human, because that might create interesting interactions, considering we have a Drake, Troll, I'm not sure, oh yeah, and Giant, and there's like a human in their midst. So for whatever reason, you are like part of this. Not sorry, that sounds wrong. You are part of this tribe. You are in this situation, and considering you are not the most numerous, you know, strength in numbers. You don't have to be like super buddies, but you work together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second thing. Mostly due to that leveling up, or rather gathering experience. Are you all interested in that idea I threw about questions at the end of the session to like see, like gathering points for milestones.
I mean, I like that idea. Either because we build up the city or find more loot for Ria's Dragon Horde.
I mean, the questions work because depending on we can like come up with a list of like what questions can be like used, because then by deciding on those you can basically determine what interests you the most in the campaign, or rather what you want to do the most. Like if you want to kill lots of enemies, then obviously one of the questions can be like, did we face depending on the wording, have we faced a worthy challenge or something like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Just saying, if we decide to go for some kingdom building stuff, I nominate myself as treasurer.
Why are we losing money with all the things we're bringing in? Ria, with the horde going bigger and bigger, no idea.
Oh yeah, so that will be actually fourth thing. And regarding the milestones, there are essentially like two ideas we can go at it. So one is that, so for example, to get to level 5, we need to like accumulate 5 points. So like 5 questions like answered yes. Or because that, I would say that's like a fast-ish progression. We can do like slower progression, meaning that, for example, to get to level 5, you need to get like 10, double the amount. That's up to you.
I think these numbers are rather arbitrary right now because we haven't played enough to know how long it takes to get 1 point. Like you could have 1 point every 3 sessions, or you could have 3 points a session. It's kind of hard to tell right now.
One thing too is it works much better in Dungeon World's system, but with Dungeon World's leveling, you can get people that are at different levels.
But why?
Because all of the questions are personal.
That, by default, technically yes, but most of the groups I played with, we did it like group-wise, and that was my intent here, that the questions are
I was just going to say, because you probably don't want us to be different levels.
Yes.
I was about to say, I would strongly advise against people being different levels, especially in Pathfinder 2e, where...
I was not planning on that, don't worry. I was like, the intent from the start was like general, like group questions, always, like...
Yeah. Shit is dangerous in 2e.
As I say, like Dungeon World was like built for people to be able to be different levels, because you're not that much different from one level to the other. You just get more powers.
With that in mind, though, I may need to start investing in the medicine skill to heal myself or heal people.
That's
maybe
completely fine.
I just love that you can just play in Dungeon World as a barbarian and just be Conan and just be like max level before everyone else by picking up all the powers that give you extra experience.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so I'm gonna, if you are all fine with that, we're gonna keep the questions milestone leveling, but we keep it like just default for now, default level. So like, for example, to get to level 5, you need 5.
Yes, let's go for that. And once
points.
we reach the level, we can check, was this fast, was this slow, do we want to do it differently? And then worry about it afterwards. Yeah.
I think it also will depend on how much questions we will have on the list. I'm gonna doing. So that was that.
I'm not gonna get that just yet. Fuck it. I'm gonna deal with.
The question is, should I go swashbuckler or monk?
Yes.
You want me to multi-class, huh?
Yes.
Let's see, what is the swashbuckling multi-class?
I just look at going into Dragon Disciple as well and decided it actually isn't worth it.
Choose a swashbuckler style.
Actually, fuck it. I'm not gonna change about. I'm not gonna change too much about what my character can do. Like my main stat is not wisdom. I can't make a great deal of use out of medicine.
There's a fun one that I was looking at for When I was looking at the stuff for Artificer, there's an archetype that you can pick up that is like necro clockwork. Like you build yourself, like you get a undead companion that's working through the power of clockwork. And also one of the abilities you can get is you can, within 3 rounds of someone dying, you can go smack them, and if you can make a DC 40 check, they come back to life.
Okay.
And no, it's not like a defibrillator. It's like you just like shoved one of your clockwork engines into their like chest cavity, and now it's pumping their heart for them.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can get like 70, 80 feet of movement if I fucking multiclass into Swashbuckler. Thanks with Monk. That's very dumb.
And also, by the way, because I'm not sure if everyone here played Dungeon World, the questions being asked, I asked the party, and basically the party answers like how they feel about like, oh hey, did we defeated a notable enemy? And the party is like, yeah, sure we did. Then yeah.
Time to answer that in character and just say no. We did not defeat a noble enemy.
Yeah, it's like half dead, wings dripped up from the side. No, that was easy.
Yeah.
Also,
like, he wasn't notable. He was just a bug to be crushed underfoot.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm glad that the book has like the quick sheet for like making encounters, and they basically have the rough idea. Like if you want to make like an easy encounter, then it's like creatures of like party level -4. I believe what was said. So I will try to be careful because, again, I might regret it, but there are no safety nets in this campaign. You are not getting immortality, sorry.
What the heck? Random cross creature don't get immortality. Now we must riot, guys.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I've heard the most from like people trying to DM Pathfinder 2e is that just stick to the thing as it says. Monsters don't need to be like changed.
Yeah, I'm legit not planning on doing anything.
Yeah.
I want to try to run this system apart from like changing the available characters, like, you know, the Frost Giant, like what you can play. I have zero intention of trying to homebrew like monsters and whatnot.
Yeah, because I've read a few horror stories on Reddit.
Yes, I'm not planning on doing that, and if it seems like I'm doing that, feel free to smack me up the head.
Yeah. I have 45 GP to spend. What the fuck do I spend it on?
Right, I'm working on the questions right now. 2 more things. Regarding one thing, it might come up in the game, but like generally speaking, right this moment, how interested do you think you are in like the actual like kingdom building stuff mechanics?
I mean, I like the idea. You know, my character idea is like a troll wants to be the king of trolls, essentially.
I think this is going to be an interesting dynamic.
I like the first edition Kingmaker stuff, so I've never messed with
I want
the
to go
second
for it.
edition Kingmaker stuff.
Yeah, I say we can. That sounds like interest from the sounds of it, and I'm also
Yes.
I'm looking forward to possibly the interaction with the King of Trolls and the self-named Lord of Frost.
I also talked over Derp, but I think he said something about wanting to do it.
Yeah,
Did you say yes or no, Derp Seat Zero?
I said yes. I would like to do town building.
All right, sounds good.
And we can adjust as the game goes on if you like decide that, oh hey, like we don't want to spend too much time on like actual like mechanics, like dealing with numbers and whatnot. We can do it like more laugh wise.
Yep.
Like we have
I
some
know.
resources, like an enabler, or we don't have resources, so we need to get them, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And one more thing, so I remember regarding session 0. It will sound weird. It's not intended to be a railroading mechanic, but here's the
But
thing.
it's a railroading mechanic.
I mean, if you still feel this that way, you are
No,
free
just
to
think
do
what it-
the choices. Like if you decide to start, conquering stuff, like civilized races,
Yeah.
spreading bullshit, not bullshit, but like war and whatnot. So, at this point in time, the Wanderers are the top dog.
Yeah, TLDR, don't go south or you get smacked. Mm.
Yes,
I
more
mean,
or
I
less.
feel that's just appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, nothing
And
to say about
that's why I
that.
said like I don't feel like it's rerolling. It's essentially just like consequences of the state of the world. And
I mean, let's just like say like normal Kingmaker. Like,
Mhm.
if we were playing normal Kingmaker and we decided to raise an army and go attack Restov, we'd get our teeth kicked in
Mhm.
because
It-
there's
it-
this massive nation to the north of us that sponsored us to make our stuff, and
Yeah.
we're gonna go attack them.
It's just the premise of the campaign. This isn't a railroady thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It isn't railroad idiots. No, there's these strong guys that brought you back to life, and they said you can do whatever you want, just don't go attack us down here.
Mhm.
I kind of like the idea that he's probably probably explaining why my character's a part of it. If the Frost place has done some shenanigans, then probably part of the I don't fucking know. There's humans generally in frozen areas.
I mean, yeah.
they're very well, maybe not like in the like up there, like super far north, but in the colder regions there are definitely there was definitely like a hunting lodge.
Yeah.
That's not really like a village, but it's occupied from time to time. There's another settlement, kind of like the border region between like the slightly warmer areas and the colder ones.
I know this isn't our planet, but just as an example for our own history in our planet, there are people all over the fucking world before we even started building cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's completely fair. And while some stuff did happen, I am basically not doing this for a living, so there's plenty of blank spots to be filled. If you need, or rather if you want to have like nomadic tribe that lives in this region, that's completely fine. Because while there are some major events that happened, that I'm not sure if you looked at the timeline tidbits handout, there's still like, this is like the big stuff, and there's obviously like minor stuff that's happening every day, every month that, history doesn't remember or recall. So some shit is established, but feel free to absolutely add your own elements to it. Obviously, Hey, go ahead, Derv.
Sorry. I just wanted to ask, what does Summoner use for magic and whatnot?
Charisma.
Charisma? Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
How did I write that?
Let's see. I'm looking at the relevant timeline tidbits, and I see about 3 or 4 events that are specifically my fault.
Yeah, I'm sort of. Wait, where are the actual Lord handouts themselves aside from what's in?
Next to items, journal, the book icon.
Okay.
Out of character folder,
Oh,
which you should see, and then
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Planar Pharaoh. Okay, let's have a look here. As the first Eternal Wonders campaign happens, Ragnarok happens.
Vicious.
The big thing is the unfortunate Demilich encounter was my fault, and the start of Ragnarok was my character's cough fault, but Matt
take no responsibility.
did state that he put my character in a position that he knew would cause it. So
We blame Matt for this one.
I don't.
I'm just trying to think what would be overwhelmingly relevant to my character.
On the one hand, I don't exactly remember the words, but on the other, considering how many years ago was it, then that sounds probably right.
So what it was is I was playing as an Endith at that point.
I remember what happened, but perhaps it was like I knew it was like ending was not exactly. Well, yeah, you can blame it on me.
Yeah, it was Simon's character's wedding, and we had a hangover scenario, and you had Endith wake up next to the old guy, and I punted him over to the astral plane, which started the apocalypse because he was holding it back.
And there's he's back. Okay.
No.
I take it the college internet is not exactly the best.
No, I was just on I'm using my phone for the thing right now.
Are you talking through your phone?
Yeah. I'm using my phone. And someone called me.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, I'm back.
Fair enough. Right, worthy treasure. I'm gonna post into chat. Like, if you have like any ideas, like questions for stuff that basically you think your characters would be interested in, and like gunning for this type of thing.
Sure, give us some ideas.
And I think I see the spelling mistake.
I'm gonna go for yes to all of the above.
I mean, yeah, but like apart from these four, do you perhaps have anything that you're also?
Let's see. Put them.
I mean, on one hand, always say no to notable enemy because in character. On the other hand, have we acquired a worthy treasure? Yes, all treasure is worthy.
Yes,
what about something based around town building, like obtaining an important resource?
That's
Okay.
a good point.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Expansion to the town.
Yeah. Have we did our actions assist the tribe, for example? If you are fine with that wording.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Did our
Our
actions...
people maybe, but yeah.
Did we do like something noteworthy for our tribe or something like that?
Like make an ally, build a new place, or so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So I'm just quickly reading both the thing that was posted in the Discord and the stuff in the actual journal itself. So
what is it, Donut?
So were our characters dead before being brought back, or what?
Yeah, good question. Was like everyone
Yes.
dead and then resurrected?
Here's the thing. General idea. This is not something that's set in stone. I'm like willing to obviously hear you out. Is that pretty much the frost giants, frost trolls, like basically frost drakes. Perhaps there were some exceptions, but basically the primary frost creatures like giants and trolls, they were like donezo after that big massive fuck off battle, which happened like almost many years ago in that first campaign, which might be a while. So most of that stuff, those beings were dead. Thing is, you can, for example, play that you might have like, dreams, vague memories of the past life. You might be like complete tabula rasa, that you are like fresh, reborn, new clean slate. For example, for Donut, because he's playing a Winter Touch human, there might be a different option. There might be an option that he basically lived in a different area, wasn't touched by this disaster, obviously, because humans are not that long lived. And basically, through whatever reason that we might determine, he found himself as a part of that tribe.
Yeah, I'm having just a quick look. So we've got the Crusades away.
I was looking for an image for a troll bard. Look at this.
Nice.
Why is this so good?
What I'm possibly thinking with which one did you use? The first one's in Northlands were decimated, but it's short-lived war. The short-lived war was against who? Remind me.
That was the frost tribes, battling each other, and then like the undead coming in to destroy the rest. Oh right, sorry, because Donut was not part of the first campaign. Essentially, various frost giant tribes were battling each other, and the first Wanderers party from the first campaign intervened. They assisted, but also an undead lord, like I think I'd throw in Nightshade, Night Lord, basically swooped in, killed the rest.
Okay.
So that was, and that happened like over 250 years ago, so that's like a long time ago from a human perspective.
Okay, but now being brought back from weird magic. Is that right?
Yes, now the Wanderers, which is like the basically United Nations superpower type of thing. They are bringing back the giants, the frost creatures, through magics, through arcane-based experiments, which is basically the explanation why you can like basically mix up, for example, like take different heritage for a frost troll, or get.
I mean, it was. Let's just say it was like this mass resurrection. Souls got mixed up. Bodies came back somewhat wrong. Everything was a little bit haphazard. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I kind of like the idea that my character threw his lot in with the frost trolls, given the source of his powers.
And died with the rest, and now you're back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Back then, basically this.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that as well.
Yeah, back then, trying to become like a warlord or whatever through his powers, was killed and then is now back. At the very least, explain his name why it's so grandiose.
Yes, we're gonna have Dragon, Troll King, Frost King. Everyone else is just gonna kill each other for the throne.
I mean,
I mean, it's just a joke. We'll see how it works out when you actually play the characters, but it looks like a source of conflict at least. How about you, Derp Street Zero? Do you have an idea what kind of character you want to play?
Not fully, but so far I've made them a mammoth herder, so
Giant riding a mammoth, that's a cool idea.
yeah, I think I'm going mostly just having a bunch of creatures.
Just gonna be? Are you just gonna be the mammoth farmer? It's it's not much, but it's an honest living.
Why not?
Sounds fun.
Well,
you're gonna get roped.
Go ahead.
You're gonna get roped into the Three Kings Triumvirate Desire.
I mean, if anything, if anyone would have mammoths, or like try to bring back and do like mammoth husbandry and like breeding program, then it will be frost giants. They need their mounts, I suppose. I mean, I'm completely fine with the idea that perhaps in the future, if like the tribe starts expanding, the ambitions start flaring up, it might be possible, like if the numbers swell enough, the one tribe just, becomes a cauldron for many more. So from one tribe, 3 more will be created, and then those will expand and grow. And through that, perhaps civilization will be made or reborn.
Yep.
But we'll see how far we're gonna reach, because again,
it's just an experiment after all. We'll find out if we try.
Yeah, I'm coming in with this no expectations how long we'll be playing this campaign. Alright, right now, those 5 questions seem alright enough.
In
the end, if we get like super idea during the game, we can just throw one more.
There. Oh shit, 1-inch punch.
The what now? One Punch Man?
Well, there's a feat called the 1-inch punch, which allows you to spend up to 3 actions to hit them for 3 times the damage. Well, not quite, but close enough. At 10th level, you can roll 4 additional die, which is kind of funny. Yeah, monk seems fitting. It's just I was thinking about playing either a bard, which allows me to basically use my spells for shenanigans, or swashbuckler, basically for the whole charisma thingy. But I feel like a monk would fit as well.
It would be interesting seeing how monks work, because in first edition, monks were like, eh.
In this, they have a really cool, like, as a 1-action punch twice, which is really cool, actually.
You can do like martial arts. Sorry, I think you were going for a question and I spoke over you. Or didn't you?
No. Just keep speaking. If I had anything, it's gone now.
Alright.
I have a spell that for 2 actions is the base, and it has a range of 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
For 3 actions, it has a range of 60 feet and deals half damage on a failure.
Yeah.
And if I spend 6 actions on it,
Okay.
whether I hit or miss the target, it explodes and does 2d6 damage to all the everyone else in 10 feet from it.
Is that Horizon
Mhm.
Thundersphere?
Yes, it is. I was like, that looks like a hilariously fun feat.
It's a fun spell.
Or a fun spell, that's what I meant.
They just like keep charging up my power.
Honestly, there's a few of them in the Secrets of Magic, and they're just quite fun. There's another one which is basically the Kamehameha from like Dragon Ball Z in the Divine spell list.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you're playing a sorcerer, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I like how it makes the bloodline spells into focus spells. Mm-hmm. Which means you
But
can basically.
Yes. Kind of.
I mean, you can cast them normally or as a focus spell, as far as I know.
No.
It gives you spells you have to take. And those are the bloodline spells, and then you get the focus bloodline spell.
Yeah.
Which is my claws. And then I think the higher level ones I could get, I forget what the second one was, the third was wings, which I really don't need.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't actually plan on getting my other bloodline spells, because I think one gives me like resistance to cold, which I don't need.
Yeah, you're immune and resistant.
Like that's why I grabbed like say the energy resistance, so I could just give myself energy resistance to fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weakness. Same reason I grabbed Eat Fire, because that's just a cantrip reaction.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. Oh shit, floating disk.
So I get the Donuts idea of like that the character was, through his lot with the tribe, also perished in that war over 2 centuries ago, and was also brought back along with the others.
My character
Yeah.
was a troll, living among the troll tribes, who tried once a long time ago to become the troll chief, beat up the big guy, become the big guy, only to get beaten up badly enough that he gave up on his desire to become this troll chief, and died in this giant war against the trolls and everyone else, and drifted like everyone else in the Sea of Souls. Only now he's back again, and he realizes that he was just going to keep living as the subordinate to the big guy, forever, doing his bidding, having given up on who he wanted to be. And so now, with an air of ostentatious and a newfound desire to not regret everything in his last moment, he's going to become the king of trolls, and damn you if anyone's going to stand in his way.
Peligonder was part of the fight against the Eternal Wanderers way back when.
Okay.
And sadly perished during the battle itself from getting speared through by some crazy guy on a griffin.
Absolutely obliterated.
Yeah, like kind of surprised. Everyone's kind of surprised he's back because there wasn't even a corpse left over.
Nice. Derp, to give you a bit of a context, the crazy guy on a griffin was Julius Cavalier, which to this day is still giving me nightmares.
And in fact had to be killed off screen.
No,
it wasn't off screen. It was on screen
by 3 dragons.
It was just a hit squad of dragons.
Didn't you kill 2 of them?
I don't remember how much I did. I just remember it was really close to being able to get away as well.
Yeah, there were 3 dragons, and I don't remember, but I think I threw like pretty high CR ones. There might have been an ancient in there. I don't remember that detail.
Yep. It was funny.
You mean
I mean,
you don't want to do 300 damage on a charge?